Hey guys, it's Hannah here, and today I'm here with my update number 2 on my project progress for the first quarter of the year. I feel like for the second quarter I'm going to change it to a second quarter project plan, but that's alright. I have 4 products I have to declutter from this project and 1 product finished, which technically makes me halfway through the project, but let's just get into it. First, we have the products I have to declutter, and they are my L'Oreal Infallible eyeshadows. I used these for a couple of weeks at the start of February, but they started flaking into my eyes and causing a lot of irritation, and I just can't. I've already got really sensitive eyes, and I just can't deal with it. I ended up making a lot of progress on Blinged and Brilliant. I got a decent dip going in there. And in Amber Rush as well. So I am happy with how I ended with these. Can't see. But unfortunately I am decluttering these products. The other product I have to declutter is my Kat Von D lipstick in Lovecraft. This is how much I have left of it. So it feels like it's not that much product. But this has just reached the point where it's too dry and it's really thick and heavy on my lips and it's too uncomfortable to wear. A lot of people found that originally with the Kat Von D lipsticks that they were too thick, but for me that it was fine. But it's definitely reached the point where it's so heavy on my lips, they feel like crusty and cracked and disgusting. This is the progress I did make on that lipstick for the month before I decided it was time to move on from it. I did finish 1 product in my project, which we all knew was going to happen. This is the Nest Black Tulip Eau de Parfum Rollerball. This is only like, doesn't even, 3 mils. Tiny. It's finished up. I'm happy it's to have finished a perfume in my collection, even if it's a little mini. Then we have the last lip products. Again, 2 I can record the progress on, 2 I cannot. But I can tell you, I've gotten a lot of use out of this Too Faced Melted Liquefied Longwear Lipstick in Melted Chihuahua. I use this pretty much every day as a base colour. For whatever lipstick I'm wearing. I don't know how long it would take to really finish this up. It's got 5 mils of product in it. I use it quite consistently, but I don't reapply with this. I reapply with a stick lipstick and a lip gloss. I don't know. This will go in the bin at the end of next month. It's because I've had it so long and the applicator and stuff like that. This will go in the bin, but I'm going to get at least another month's use out of it. Then we have the Too Faced Melted Matte Liquefied Matte Longwear Lipstick in Queen Bee. I definitely haven't used this particularly much, but this is one of my newer products, so I'm not as worried about it staying in my collection after this project. Then we have the 2 products I can measure. The Fresh Sugar Lip Balm in Tulip. I use this every morning, but it does go relatively slowly because I use such a small amount and I don't reapply. That is the progress I have on that. Not going to be finished in the next month, but it'll be pretty close. And then the last lip product I have is the Clinique Lip Color and Primer, Clinique Pop Lip Color and Primer in Plum Pop. Now I didn't mark my progress on this one last time because I had used it, but I'd used it from the side and not wearing down the tip. So now I've been wearing down the tip and you can see some progress on it, but there's still definitely a lot of product to go in that one. Not going to be finished up by the end of this quarter. It's at the 2-year mark, so for me I will probably keep it around for another year and use it up, keep using it consistently for the rest of the year maybe. I really like how this applies, and I think that's what a lot of this project is about as well. Going through my lip products, which are products that go bad pretty quickly, and figuring out what I really do enjoy and want to keep. This I really enjoy, but after this month I'm happy to get rid of it. This is definitely staying. This is definitely staying. This has gone bad. This I'm on the fence about, so I'll use it this month and I'll let you guys know. But hey guys, it's Hannah here, and today I'm here with a 5 first impressions video for you guys. I recently did a swap with the lovely Lena7623 from the States. I will have her link down below. But today I'm going to be trying 5 of the products she sent me. This is the look I created, so stay tuned if you want to see what I used and what I think of them. So since I am testing out a new foundation, I did want to show you what the kind of base routine I'm working with is, so you can see I've been doing this kind of routine for a while now, and I don't know, I find it works with most foundations, so I just want to share it with you so you know what I'm doing. I'm going in with the Hourglass Veil Mineral Primer all over my face to begin with. This is probably my favorite primer, one of my favorite primers I've ever tried. Not too much left in there. And then when I do use that primer, it doesn't have any pore filling properties, so I've been going in with my Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer Pore Minimizing, which is running low, I think. I don't know if it's just this like container is really difficult to squeeze out of or what, but get the lid back on there. And I just press this into my cheeks and on my nose where I do get quite enlarged pores. And when I'm wearing a full coverage matte foundation, I find my pores come through quite a lot. So this is a really important step. Now I put my color corrector on before I put my primer on, my foundation on, just because of how I blend it out. I find, I don't know, I just like putting my color corrector on first. This is the Becca Under Eye Corrector in the lighter shade. So I just pat a bit of that on with my fingers, blend with my L'Oreal sponge. Alright, now we get to the stuff that you guys are actually here to see. The first product I'm testing my 5 first impressions is the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 Foundation and Concealer, and I have the shade 00A Porcelain. This one comes with a pump, and I'm just going to use my pore palette. Start with 2 pumps and see how we go. I'm going to do this side of my face with my sponge. Woo, coverage, hello. So that's one layer of the foundation with the sponge. And then on the other side, I'm going to go in with my IT Cosmetics Chic Foundation Brush, using the rest of the product. So it does look a little bit heavier on the side that I used the brush on, so I'm just going to pick up, going with my sponge with no more product. And I am just going to add 1 pump more just to my cheeks and the center of my face, where I need a bit more coverage. I am someone who just usually prefers a sponge anyway. It just buffs and presses the product in better on my skin. So this scent, like, it smells like apple cider vinegar, or like apple cider. I don't know, not apple cider vinegar. It doesn't have the vinegarness to it, but like apple cider, the non-alcoholic one. It smells pretty good. So I really like how that looks. I used just over 2 pumps. I didn't even use that full 3rd pump, which is quite common for me in a foundation. So I'm going to conceal with Shape Tape and set my face, and I'll be right back. So for some reason my camera's decided to cut out, and then I go to watch back that footage and it's not there. So I started on my eyes, and I don't even know if the highlight is actually in this bit anyway. Started on my eyes using the 2 new Wet n Wild 10 pan palettes I have, the Not a Basic Peach and the Rose in the Air. I just used the matte cream from Rose in the Air all over my lid, the lighter shade of the Not a Basic Peach palette through my transition, and then I'm deepening it up at the moment with the deeper transition in the Not a Basic Peach palette. Want to work in some of the kind of pinkier tones in the Rose in the Air palette, so I'm going to go in with the more reddy tone here on, let's brush it out. The Real Techniques Instapop crease brush. And I'm just going to pat that in the outer corner and flip the brush to bring it into the crease. Alright, now the fun bit. We're going to go in with the Glaze and Eye Gloss in Icing from Butter London, which is a gorgeous like rose gold colour. I'm going to use the Sephora Pro Flat Conceal 76 brush. Just place that on my lid. Oh my goodness, that is stunning. Oh, that's such a pretty color. Just kind of blended the edges with my finger. I love this look so far. So I'm gonna add some color to the lower lash line. I'm gonna start with the lighter transition shade in the Not a Basic Peach palette. Right along, really diffused. Tiny bit of that darker one. And then right on the outer edges, I'm just going to go in with the red we used and just buff that into the lashes. For my inner corner, I'm going to take the kind of champagne shimmery shade in the Not a Basic Peach palette. And that has like no shimmer to it at all. Okay. Now that pretty much performs exactly the same as the matte cream shade did. So, gonna take the butter highlighter that I used on my face. Just some shine continuing in that inner corner. Love that. Alright, so I'm going to do liner and mascara and I'll be back for lips. So I quickly just went and looked at the footage and yep, definitely don't have footage of me applying my highlighter. So I'm just going to tell you what it is. And yeah, in that clip I also explained this foundation, so I'm just going to explain how all the products look at the end. But the highlighter I have on is the Physicians Formula Butter Highlighter in Pearl. It is one of those kind of cream to powder textures. I applied it with my Real Techniques contour brush, which I like to really buff products out onto the skin. Because this one does have that kind of texture you want to buff into the skin to get the best kind of wet, sheeny look rather than like a stripe. And I think you can see on my face, it really does give that kind of wet sheeniness to the skin that is absolutely stunning. Really, really like it so far. And it applied beautifully. So I threw on some liner and mascara on my eyes. And now we're down to the final product, which is lips. This is the Wet n Wild Mega Last Liquid Catsuit in Rebel Rose. I did try this on in my swatch video, but I kept that on not for a long period of time at all. So let's just, and I didn't show you how it applied, so let's go. Something I really enjoy about this product is the applicator. It has this like curve and it hugs your lip so beautifully. It's also able to get in with the tip and really line my lips with it. I like, still a little bit sticky at the moment, so I'll let it dry down while I tell you what I think of the other products on my face. So the foundation. Really like how this looks on first glance. Really great coverage to it for the amount of product I used. I did prefer it with a sponge, but I prefer most foundations with a sponge, so that's not kind of uncommon for me. The powder didn't cling to anywhere, cling when I put it on top. It's really soft finish. It doesn't feel sticky, but I have powdered. And the blush and bronzer blended really well over it, so it didn't like skip anywhere. Again, I powder my whole face normally, but some products can still, after powdering, skip, which is really strange. The highlighter, I love how this highlighter looks. It doesn't have a lot of back pigment to it, which I really like, but it still lifts my face enough. A lot of the reason you can't wear a darker highlighter is because it has a lot of back pigment to it. But even with something like Becca's Pearl, which is a similar kind of, that's Moonstone, which is a similar, like, if you compare, it's a really similar, like, shade. Like, they're both that white highlight. This one has that kind of iridescent shift to it. But the Becca Pearl gives you that really white, icy highlight, which is why I really like it for mixing. I can't use it on its own because it gives me that really stark white line. Whereas this, even though it looks white in the pan, you can't really see much color to it. You can see a little bit of the iridescence, the pinky iridescence, but even as you blend it out, that back color kind of goes away. Whereas with Pearl, as you blend it out, it's still got that white cast to it and that white back pigment to it. So I really like that, so it doesn't leave that ashy look atop of my cheek. So even if you were darker, I think you could get away with Pearl, because it doesn't have that white back pigment that makes ashiness. It just blends into the skin beautifully. Eyeshadows. The Wet n Wild eyeshadows blended really nicely. I did really have to kind of build up the red shade from the Rosé in the Air, but I kind of expect that anyway. I'm super careful with my Modern Renaissance palette, and I tap off a lot of the excess anyway, so I do build it up that way. So you have to work a similar amount of time to build up the red. And it looks beautiful on the eyes. Again, I have to play with a lot more of these colors. The only one that I used today that really disappointed me was the shimmery. See, but then when I swatch it, it looks... But when I swatched it yesterday, it looked shimmery. Yeah, it's got shimmer in it. And in the pan, it's like one of those... It's like a satin with glitter in it. That's probably why. Because in the pan you can see the shimmer. But it translates to just a matte cream, and that's probably why. Yeah, with glitter in it. Yeah. So I don't get that shade. But using the highlighter was fine. The glaze and eye gloss is stunning. My biggest thing will be creasing because I didn't prime my eyelids. I did have a little bit of, on this eye, bleeding from my black liquid eyeliner. But it's set down completely. It's not kind of transferring as I touch it. Really pretty color, really effective to give you that kind of sheeny glitter. This is like again, I compare it to the Stila Shimmer and Glows. Some of them have a little bit of that kind of glitter in them. Some of them don't. So this one here, Kitten, doesn't really have the glitter in it. It has a shimmer in it, whereas Icing in the Steelers, whereas Icing has that little bit of glitter to it as well. So it's like a combo of the glitter and glows and the shimmer and glows mixed together. But I really like how that looks on the eyes. I really like this eye look. Very fall. Lips completely dried down. No transfer, so we'll see how this wears. It was really comfortable for the short length of time I wore it the other day, but we'll see. I will check back in with you guys at the end of the day. Yeah, stay tuned. Alright guys, so it's the end of the night and my makeup has held up pretty well. It's disappeared a little bit on my nose, which is kind of where we were expecting since I didn't set it with a mattifying setting powder. The highlight is still there, but you just can't see it in this light. Eyeshadows looking good, no fading, and the lip only kind of came off around dinner, which is pretty good. Overall really impressed and can't wait to play with these products a little bit more. So that is it for today's video, guys. Give it a thumbs up if you guys liked it. Comment down below if you guys have tried any of these products and what you think of them and what you guys want to see in a next 5 first impressions. Do click subscribe to stay tuned for more videos, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.